Hey guys, DVSGames here. Welcome back to another video. So I've actually recently picked up this game, Marble Snap, and I've been playing it for about 4 days. This is currently the deck that I'm using. I use the recruitment pass cards that you get in the very beginning to get up to about 56, 57. And then after that, I converted over to the zoo deck. I found a video by, I believe his name is Alex Crocia. If I'm mispronouncing that, I'm so sorry. But anyway, it was an older video, and I was like, okay, well, since I'm brand new to the game and I'm learning the mechanics of it, this deck should work for me. I had all of the cards except for the Onslaught, and I decided that instead of the Onslaught, I would run the Medusa for the effect that she gives of changing the locations. I mean, I really thought that this deck should work well, and it's going to be the one that I'm piloting. I did try a couple of different versions. As you can see, I did name it Zoo V1 V4. And the reason I did that is just so that I can actually see how many iterations I actually get through until I feel comfortable with it. The concept of the deck is very simple. You use it to just take over multiple locations and swarm your enemies, and then you buff everything up and you try to win at the end. Originally, I wasn't too turned on to Marvel Snap, but a friend of mine told me that it works a lot like Magic the Gathering did. And a long time ago, I was a really avid Magic player. I was always at the Friday Night Magics and whatnot. So I decided I'd give it a shot. He did give me one hit or one piece of advice, and that was to stop leveling your collection once you get to 214, because at that point you're going to have basically all the cards in the first set, and if you go into 215 you're going to start playing against people that are in the second set but you don't have any of those cards yet. So currently we use this to get from, like I said, it was about 57, 56, somewhere around there, all the way up to 80. Then you get the 3 extra bonus levels, so we're at 83. And went ahead and took a couple losses. So now we're back down. I did take a look at all of these things. I would highly recommend that you get these free credits every day. If you want to spend your gold here, it's not a bad way to do it, but I personally don't think it's the most efficient way to spend your gold. I would rather save those for missions, which I'll talk about here in a second. These fast upgrades, I believe they're a trap. Just keep playing the cards, keep playing the game. You'll get the pieces that you need for it. The credits are way more valuable. Here is something I would also consider. The Jim Lee variant is very nostalgic for me. He was the artist that was drawing a lot of Marvel comics when I was collecting back in the day. So if I had the gold, I would probably spend on that Bishop. I'm not gonna lie. Aside from that, I'm not too sure about the pack value. I haven't really looked into everything just yet. But I do see there's quite a few things that would be nice to pick up. If you're willing to spend money on it, it might not be a bad thing for you. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look here at the missions that we got going on. This is where I feel it is the most efficient place to spend your gold. I have missions that are going to unlock in a day, so I'm actually not going to spend any gold to unlock more missions. I've finished all my missions for the week. I've completed all the Guardians Greatest Hits missions, so I'm all caught up. There's no reason for me to get extra missions right now aside from just getting extra credits. As you can see right now, I'm all the way down to 25. You are trying to complete your collection or you're trying to move up in collection, might be a good idea. I personally don't think so, but then again, I don't know very much yet. So let's go ahead and take a look here. We have win a location with 20 or more power and play cards. We can do that. That's not going to be hard at all. Let's go ahead and pick up our free credits. And let's get into our first game. So basically, this is just the way the deck plays out. Bar Sinister, I found I really like this location. It's a great place to drop a Kazar or a Blue Marvel into. It allows you to get multiple copies of buffs, and that might not be a bad thing. So definitely something we can do. We'll just hold on to our cards right now. We don't want to play on curve just yet. Bishop is a great card because every card we play is going to give us +4 power basically to that location. Um, so here we go. We're going to start off now. We've got 4 copies of Bishop over here. Every time you play a card, he gets an additional +1. So we got 2 Bar Sinisters. We'll go ahead and play Kazar. And then here we're just going to flood with 1-drops because that's going to give us a lot of power at Bishop's location and a lot of power where we're sitting. He pulls a Nightcrawler. Okay, not a big deal. But now with our 4 Kazars and our 4 Bishops, as you can see, we only played 1 card, so it's not the greatest hit here, but we're at 16 power on one side, 8 power on the other. And here we can probably, we know he's going to drop something in there, so we'll drop the rocket here. We'll end the turn, see what else he does. Looking back, what I've learned is that when you're in pool 1, the way the game works, the mechanics of it, it utilizes a lot of bots if you can't find an opponent. So usually matchmaking may take up to about 30 seconds. But if it can't find you an opponent, it'll give you a bot and it'll let you fight the bot. And that's not a horrible thing. It's actually pretty cool. Here we can play the Electra to kill the Korg. That should definitely help us out. And then we'll just use the Scarlet Witch because she has higher power. Yeah, so Apocalypse here, definitely a hard fight to go up against, but we can knock it down to 18, much more manageable. Yeah, Korg's gonna be +4, so he'll be 6. Definitely puts us up ahead, and then we're just gonna obliterate that left location with the Bishop. There are a couple things that Scarlet Witch could hurt us for here, but definitely not bad enough. It works. It's good. We'll take it. So let's go ahead and get into our next location. Okay, so here we get the 8 cubes. And at this point, I'm not going to be powering up any more cards. So I'm just trying to get as many boosters as possible and as many credits as possible. Because I accelerated up to 214 by the time I got to level 80. And I want to try to get to, I believe it's 450 collector points or 460 before or sometime next season, so that way I can go to infinite. I can try to go into infinite with all the pool 2 cards without actually going into pool 3. So here I'm not exactly sure what kind of decks are being used a lot in this particular tier of playing, but I did want to go ahead and start using the Angela early. She gets buffed, so she can put a threat at one location. Only problem is that you have to play a lot of cards into her. So when you decide which location you actually want to fight at, you kind of gotta go. You kind of gotta figure it out. And with this deck, it's not hard because you can flood all the locations and then choose late in the game. But here with all the extras that we have, we'll go ahead and we're going to keep Angela by herself. As you can see, they're not playing into her. But we'll change Atlantis to something else. Hey, we get a Hulk out of their hand. So, not a great thing for us. We can literally just kind of spread ourselves back around. And then here it becomes kind of an issue. Do we either go with the 2-3 drops or do we go with the Hulk to smash through? I think we can win this location by doing this. Dropping the Hulk here. And yeah, we'll take that. We'll snap back. So if we win, we get the 8. We obviously win the right side. The question is, do we win the middle? and no, we don't. We lose. It's all right. It happens. That was a bad play on my part. I probably should have gone with Hulk down the middle and guaranteed the win in the middle somewhere, if that was possible. But yeah, basically the deck, although it is very simple, there is some shenanigans that you can do with it, and that is part of what I like about it so much. Now these locations like Central Park, they really do throw me off, and it does make it kind of hard to fight. Asgard, we like to try to win, just because we want the extra card draw. Moore Island is another really good location for us, but we don't have it right now, so we won't go there. We'll just try to win the Asgard. We'll try to get the cards coming here. A little bit of discard going on, a little bit of deck manipulation for us, so that works. Now here we can drop the Kazar on Moore Island, get the extra buff to our left side, and that's perfect. That works out fine for us. We don't get the card draw because we tied, we didn't win. Oh well, it happens. Now here we can drop Blue Marvel, and that'll buff everything else up. Kind of helps out a little bit. And now we know that we're gonna basically be contesting for Moore Island, so we'll go ahead and drop this here. Yeah, I think. Yeah, Captain America makes the most sense here. This is the best play I think we have. This allows us to go ahead and take this location by a far greater range than he'll be able to take that location. So he takes it by 10, we take it by 19. With the tie on the first location, that means that we win. So we'll take it. Again, more boosters for our Scarlet Witch. As you've seen, I have not updated her past her uncommon level. And again, that's all part of the whole idea that I'm going to try to make it I'm going to try to complete my collection as quickly as possible. Now, Rickety Bridge I really don't like, so let's go ahead and drop our Scarlet Witch here. She'll destroy it. He has the same idea. And now it's Wakanda. But now it's something else. Alright, so if we fill it up now, we can get a copy of our opening hand. I think that's a great idea. We'll go ahead and do that. And we're not gonna, we misplayed that Iron Fist. We really don't want him moving cards. So we'll just have to play the Kazar here and get the boost that we're gonna get. Because I mean, really at 9 power, it's very easy to go ahead and beat that. But when we add another 12 to it, that makes it a little bit harder. So I think it's safe to say we got the left side. We'll go ahead and move that over just in case we need more shenanigans. Drop Blue Marvel in. And this will definitely help us out as well. Because now we're able to have a lizard that's just not going to do much to himself. The Captain America's going to be, what, 24? So he actually does win this middle location. So now we got to fight for the right location. And, I mean, we can do... No, it's not enough. I don't feel like that's... I mean, it's not bad, but I don't feel like that's good enough. Drop Rocket Raccoon. We know he's going to drop something there as well. Okay, he took off. That's fine. Anyway, guys, yeah, so this is a deck that I'm playing right now. This has gotten me back up to about 76. Like I said, I was at 83. Completed a couple of the missions, so we can get some more credits. We'll go ahead and do that real quick. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is a game that it really has my attention right now, so I'm gonna be playing it for a little while. Show you guys my progress. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Laters.